the FAW trucks by Trans Africa Motors.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a brand new entrant in the heavy commercial vehicle segment, introducing to you the FAW JH6 with 460 horsepower. I can tell you, it's not playing games. And today we're going to give you a lowdown of the design perspective of this particular truck. We're going to check out its comfort, its technology pack, safety, performance, and of course, give you the value for money analysis as to why this could be your next truck. We start by taking a look at the design of this particular truck, and my oh my, what do you see? This design is fantastic. It reminds me of Optimus Prime on Transformers. Look at that butch design. Again, they're not playing games when it comes to design, and what FAW have done is to design a very modern truck with a modern design theme suited for the 21st century. Of course, as you can see from the top, you have a very large windscreen to allow maximum visibility as you traverse the beautiful country of Kenya. Minimum A-pillars as well, just to ensure that you don't have blind spots as you move your cargo along. If you're in Mombasa or Kisumu or Eldoret, this could be your next truck. Take a look at the front grille. You've got this honeycomb design with the letters 1 FAW JH6. So first automobile works, it means it's the first automobile works that did trucks in China. They have over 70 years of experience building fantastic trucks. That's why it's called the #1 truck in China. Of course, as you go right below where there's a bumper, as you can see, color coded as well, giving this car some je ne sais quoi. You've got these trapezoidal headlamps that illuminate the road properly, even in the darkest of areas, Taru Desert. Be able to see quite clearly because these halogen headlamps give you maximum visibility. And of course, you also have fog lamps. If you're traveling through Limuru where there's so much fog, then this one is useful for that particular situation. So again, visibility is very important in terms of safety. You can see the road quite clearly. And of course, driving this truck with all that power requires you to see properly while in our Kenyan terrain. Well, take a look at this reflector as well. This is a standard issue for the market. You have to actually have reflectors which comes as standard as well. Then you can see over here the intercooler, it's beeping because this particular truck is turbocharged 6-cylinder. Got a lot of power and a lot of torque, so it is suitable for hilly countries. For example, in Nairobi, we're in high altitude. If you go towards Rwanda, Congo, it's very, very high altitude, you need power compensation. That's why the intercooler has been placed right over there. So how does the visibility affect the driving? Take a look at the large mirrors. As you can see, there are 4 of them. Of course, blind spot, manual blind spot assist gives you that visibility. If you're trying to turn or park the truck in a warehouse, this particular truck will give you that 360-degree visibility that you so desire, while in the FAW JH6 with 460 horsepower. Let's move to the side and have a look at the design profile of this particular truck. So we move to the side profile, and I can tell you the design of the Transformer theme corresponds also on the side. As you can see, the bulge fender as they give this car some stance. You know that this truck means business, plenty of power and performance. So for you to get inside the truck, there is a 3-step style, making sure that you are able to get into the truck quite easily. You have this flush handles as well that open wide up to 90 degrees so that you can get in and out of this particular truck quite easily. I love the fact that they've thought about making sure this truck is visible to anyone who's driving around it. You've got this side repeater lamps as well for safety purposes as well. Then you have this massive tire. So these 22.5-inch tires give high profile, lifting this particular truck to be able to traverse the beautiful country of Kenya quite easily, because it's got literally 315 by 80 R22.5. Very robust tire, able to tackle the toughest of terrains, and of course give you good ground clearance respective of the road that you're going. Remember, these particular trucks carry cargo all the way to Congo DRC where there are literally no roads. So this particular truck, if you are in the transport business, then this perhaps just makes a lot of sense if you're to purchase this FAW JH6 with 460 horsepower. Now we move over to the business side of the truck. This is where all the magic happens. You've got this massive tank, 600 liters. Imagine that. That's a lot of fuel. You can traverse Kenya quite easily. And remember, it's got better fuel consumption than all its competition, providing 460 horsepower, which is very, very good. I love the fact that they actually use quite a number of different parts to ensure that everybody has a proper gearbox. This gearbox is German made. of course 12-speed automatic, so you're able to toggle through the different gears depending on the gradient, on the power needs and what the truck is carrying. The chassis is well designed to withstand up to 33.8 tons. That's massive. Remember, that is the carrying capacity of this particular truck. Now as we move over to the double diff design as well. As you can see, massive tires to increase ground clearance as well, to be able to withstand the weight of 34 tons. That's massive. And remember, this particular truck has high-sided tires that is suitable for all terrain, regardless of where you're going, be it Mombasa, Kisumu, all the way to DRC. This truck can deliver. Again, double lift design as well, just to give you maximum power. And as you move towards the back as well, it will also have a cover to prevent damage into the tires. Now let's move to the back and have a look at the design of this particular truck. Let's move to the back side, and as you can see, the design, it's uniquely FAW. And I can tell you, most of the time you'll not be able to see how the back of the truck looks because it has a container and it's ferrying a lot of things. But the basic design ensures that this particular truck is robust because it is actually built in Kenya. The way they have actually tried to create and strengthen the chassis with different bolts and nuts gives this car that ability to traverse the beautiful country of Kenya. One thing I love about it is the brakes. Now, these brakes are done by WABCO, and of course it's the first truck to actually have anti-lock braking system and electronic brake system, EBC, which is standard in this particular truck. For this kind of money, I can tell you this particular FAW JH6 with 460 horsepower means business, meaning you can safely stop and not be worried that this truck will slide or to lose control because of all those advanced safety systems, which you're going to talk about when you test this particular truck on the highway. So it's time for us to check out the design of the interior. Do you think that transformer design also corresponds with the interior? Let's move inside and have a look at the design of this particular truck.
FAW trucks by Trans Africa Motors.